Hey peeps, it's ScouseMouse here, back with my blind playthrough of Final Fantasy XII, and as promised last time, we're back in Salico Wood to take on the Bomb King. It's time for some revenge. I hope things are going to go better than last time, that's all I can say. So I'm hoping... Oh no! He's immune to it. Okay, forget it. Right, my plan was that I was going to poison him right from the off, but it seems like he's immune to it, so I'm just going to switch that off and just proceed as normal. Oh my god! Wow, okay. The damage we're doing this time seems mighty good compared to what we... Okay, no. I don't know what happened. What did we do at the start that did a mammoth amount of damage? I don't know what it was. But something we did, like in the blink of an eye, it was like a quarter of his health was gone. And then it's kind of slowed down a bit now. Okay, so... I'm going to just ignore his mates. Ignore his mates. We're just going straight for the big guy. That's all that matters. And then, as he gets quite close... I mean, now is probably... Will you stand still, buddy? Now is probably a good time. Let's go for it. Let's unleash... No. Let's not turn the gambits off. Let's unleash our quickening. Full strength on King Bomb. I mean, this is probably overkill now, given how much health he's got left, but I don't care. Okay, well, this was anticlimactic, wasn't it? I thought I was coming back here to kind of, like, you know, have a little bit of a struggle. You know, I was semi-confident I'd beat him, just because I was quite close to beating him the first time. You know, so I kind of came back confident I was going to beat him. But I thought it was going to be like, I'll beat him with a bit of a struggle. But no, I have absolutely trounced him. That's what you get for leaving him for a bit and then coming back when you're stronger. I mean, I would be very shocked if he's gonna survive this round of this quickening. So I think this is the end for the Bomb King. And then, I was going to say I'm going to teleport straight back to where we left off last time. That kind of Sancho cave or whatever it is. But there is a little path after this guy, or quite a big path. So I'm going to have a little look at that first. Oh, we're up to 6. My best ever is 7, so let's see if we can beat that. But yeah, so we'll have a little look at what lies beyond this guy, but then we'll head back to the Sancho Cavern Palace, I think it's called, because we've got through there. We killed a couple of bosses, even though one of them I'm not really counting as a boss because it was a joke. Oh no, we got to 8. We got to 8, so we've beaten our best. If this doesn't kill him, there's an absolute outrage. I bet you watch now, he'll be left with like 1 HP and then he'll fully restore himself. Heat Blast. It's not what you want to do against the Bomb King, is it? 19,000 damage. Get out. See you later, buddy. Oof. So has he maybe blew open the path for us? Maybe that's why, like, we couldn't proceed onwards. I don't know. I didn't actually try to see if you could just run past them. I know you could run away if you wanted to leave, but I don't know if you could run past him. This is definitely my go-to crew now, though. Us three combined are like monstrous. This is the way to go. I mean, I guess it's a pretty like tried and tested formula, isn't it? It's like, you know, I've got a white mage who kind of look after everyone. I've got a black mage who's just our beast, and then I've got a pretty tanky guy who just deals out massive physical damage and can take a bit of a beating. You know, it's a pretty textbook lineup. Right, let's just head on this way. So we'll have a little look around here. Like, I don't know if it's going to lead... It might just kind of, like, double back and then lead to somewhere that we've already been. Although, if it did lead to somewhere we'd already been, then that would mean we could get to this place from a different route, and I didn't think we could. But I don't know. We shall soon find out, I guess. Ah. Well, there's question marks afoot. So, this is definitely, you know, unknown territory. Oh, what's this? The Necrohole of Nabudis. What lies afoot?
This is all that remains of Nabudis. 2 years ago, it was destroyed utterly by a mysterious force. The work of the Midlight Shard.
This? In just 2 years? How?
As the Dawn Shard brought down the Leviathan and her fleet, a fell mist spilled forth. It is like the same thing happened here. The Nethicite's mist has corrupted the life of this place. It is a necrohole overrun with beasts. We tread here on a fool's errand. We had best turn back.
Is this some kind of extra tough optional dungeon?
Is it revenge that you desire? Yes or no? Not this way lies the capital. The road to Arcades leads east of Selikawood, beyond the Phone Coast and Sita uplands.
Sita, that's how you say it. God. Careful, girls! I can walk around though, I'm sure you can too. Let's have a little taste there of... Get off! Oh, come on, man! Like, sometimes the camera angle in this stinks. Oh, Jesus. Okay, someone's already died once. Okay. We're not going to die against these first regular enemies, but it is definitely harder than any other little area that we've come across so far. And, you know, the experience that we're getting from each enemy, it makes sense. We're getting more experience than we would normally get. I might come back to this. Like, because I wanted to do that Sochon cave place, the Cavern Palace, like go on to Nabidia. It was Arcades, Nabidia. Got Nabidia on the brain. I wanted to go on to Arcades today, so I'm glad that I've discovered this. I'm glad I've killed the Bomb King, and I'm glad I've kind of oh God, no. Okay, I mean this is like hard air, but not so far, not insanely hard. You never know, this might be home to another Esper if the Zertinin Caves is anything to go by. Although if the Zertinin Cave boss is anything to go by, I don't want to find I don't want to find the Esper right now. I will get absolutely mauled. Right. Okay. Necrohole of Nabudis. I will come back to you if I can. Oh my God, I can't find my way out. Right, let's put the map on. Right, I'll come back to this another day. So I'm going to jump out of here quick. And, damn it. Them traps. Them traps are nasty. It's not like a small bit of damage. It's like 90% of your health in one go. Right, let's have a look at what else is around here. Okay, so I want to head up north. Just so I can kind of like tick it off and discover what it is, and I want to find out what that place is to the north, because it might be that it's a dead end, and then I can just say, okay, there's no point coming back here apart from Necrohole. Or it might be that it's another optional cave, and it's just kind of, then I can like have it on my list of jobs to do. I mean, I guess it might be that Necrohole Nabudis is somewhere that we kind of have to come later as part of the story, and I just happen to have stumbled across it early. Because, you know, that same kind of thing happened with that temple, where I went to the temple first, and then it turns out I couldn't go into the temple because I hadn't spoken to the old dreamer. Nope, that's not the way I want to go. I want to go north. So yeah, I'm basically just going to go this way, find out where it leads to. It might just backtrack to somewhere that we've already been before. Find out where it leads to. And then I want to zoom back to the Sochin. God. Yeah, that was always... Trigger a choking gas trap. Okay, well that sounds better than losing 90% of your health in one go. Oh! New area again? Nabreus Deadlands. Nabreus. We've also the Fey Wood as well. There's still that Fey Wood that we haven't been to. Man, there's so many places in this game, and I don't like... I'm seeing what if these are all optional, as I assume they are, because they're kind of... They're in the total opposite direction of where I need to go for the story. Right now, at least. If they are all optional, then it's pretty crazy, isn't it? How to have this many areas that are just A, missable, and B, just kind of like, well, optional. Hello. You shouldn't sneak up on people like that. Bad for the circulation, you know. Behold, the rune Nethicite has wrought on Nabudus. No shadow of its glory remains. It is a spawning pool for creatures that feed on mist. If you hold life dear, you will turn back. Me? I am a Maclau. I await the coming of a hero, one to destroy the creatures sealed in Nabudus. We foresaw the coming of a hero, and by way of preparation, I bade my disciples fetch the keys that will break the seals within Nabudus. Rock can moo, and rock can moo. They are loyal, but it cannot be said they are quick. You may yet see them returning from this task. Who are you? I am Maclu. I wait here for my 2 disciples to return. Why are you here? I wait here for my 2 disciples to return. They bring me keys of great importance. These keys open doors, binding terrible beasts deep within Nabudus. I must see the keys in the hands of the hero. You may come across my disciples on your travels. They are loyal, but slow, you see. Interesting. It sounds an awful lot like they are going to be in that cave that we just went to, that I'm not going to do right now. Because he's saying there's beasts afoot in Nabudus. Okay, so we've got a better idea of what is going down here. I'm definitely going to come back. I'm definitely going to do the Nabudus. Nabudus? I'm just making up names as I go. I'm definitely going to go back and do that. And then I'm going to go see the old guy, because I'm guessing that's the thing. I'm going to complete that dungeon, and then I need to go and tell the old guy that I completed it. I'm probably going to meet his 2 disciples inside there, and they've got the keys. But for now, I'm going to zoom back, hence the 4x, zoom back to that orange crystal, and then teleport back to, what's it called again? Socho Cavern Palace. And then, yeah, crack on. Right, here we are. It's the Sochin Cavern Palace. Sochin. Back to this lovely music. It's exciting when you walk into a new area and you just see question marks. You know something exciting's coming. Is this Arcades?
Ooh, smells less like a capital, more like a sewer.
Even empires have need of sewers. The runoff from Arcades proper pools here. Those who lack papers to live in the city itself. The mighty who have fallen, and the fallen who would be mighty. Their eyes never leave Arcades.
I guess it must be a lot nicer than this place.
Oh, to be sure. Arcades reeks of a different filth. Let's be off. We can follow our noses to Draclo.
Of course, yeah. The Draclo Laboratory. Where, Balthiar's dad is. Old Arcades. Are we gonna get some new shops? Maybe some new equipment? That is the best part about getting to a new town, isn't it? It's like, oh, new weapons. Meh, lost all my money. Can't even afford an airship back home to Rabanastra. Aye, I thought of going back through Soshan, but here's some ancient wormlocks down there, and I don't much care to run into one of those. Think I could get away on these legs? Stuck here for life. Look, would you buy something to help a fellow out? I would love to, but first I'm gonna command you to buy all my stuff, which is probably gonna make you broke. I mean, this is a guy. He's broke, and yet he's happily gonna give me a lot of money right now. I love this when you've been on it, like, because I haven't sold anything. I didn't sell anything all the last episode either. And we did a lot of traveling in that episode. A lot of killing. It's very nice when you get to just cash it all in. Look at the money. I started this episode with like almost no money at all. Like a couple of thousand, I think. Now I've got 50,000. So weird. But it'll be gone in like 2 items. It's crazy. A forgotten grimoire. Text dating from antiquity, prescribing tactics and guidance to those who would walk a given path. That's quite expensive. I might get that, but let's look around first. I don't want an axe. The fangs of a great beast ever burning within it. Oh, it's only 980. I'll take it. What's the worst it could be? For less than 1,000, I'll take it. Okay, let's see what you got on offer. You don't have any weapons. Fine. Okay, we're good for Phoenix Downs. We're definitely good for Hag Chiefs. Don't know where I keep getting them. I could probably do with a few more of Chrono's tears. Chrono. I mean, it's probably Kronos, but I said Chronos just because I had Chrono Trigger on my mind. I'm gonna take... Whoa, they're quite expensive. Oh, well, they're not that bad. I'll take a few potions, because I know some of my characters are set up to use potions, rather than, you know, when they haven't... Some characters haven't got Cure, or Cura, or whatever, so they use potions instead. And it's kind of... If I've got a nice stock of potions, then it means that I can use any character without having to worry about whether they've got Cure or not. Come to buy information? Or perhaps to sell? Knowledge is what makes this town work. Why, if I had GIL or a chop to spare, I'd make an offer for what you know right now. I'm sure you would. Hello, old man. Yours is an unfamiliar face. If you're here hoping to go up to the city, best find yourself information that's like to interest the audience and gentry. Word travels fast in this town. New information's born, grows old, and dies in a day. The Emperor's assassination? Ancient history, my friend. Indeed. Now that's a face I dislike. It's the eyes. Beady, shining. Eyes that see but never show. You know the sort. Whom do I speak of? Vane, of course. Only a man like that could do what he's done. Killing his own 2 brothers in cold blood for opposing the Emperor. Yeah, I'm still not, I mean, you know, as I've said for a while, I was kind of not sure about Vane. We didn't know if he was like a full-on bad guy or one of these guys who kind of thinks he's doing it for the good of the country and he's genuine. He's kind of, even if he's misguided, then he's not totally evil. That was, at first, that was like, I wasn't sure if he was like that, but now I'm starting to think it's hard to see him as anything but pure evil. But there's time, there's twists and turns to come, I'm sure. It's an old but dignified fowl. Okay. Yeah, I don't things may change, but at the moment, it's hard to see Vane as being anything but just very evil. But maybe it's all a lie. Maybe he didn't really kill his brothers, and maybe he didn't really kill the Emperor, or... No, actually, didn't he admit it? I think he did. Hey, look! My favourite Mughals, they're having a party. The Mughals ate. A Sikh there was, he sought to play. Said he, I'll take you far away. A gourmet tour he promised us, but all we've had is curds and whey. Beautiful. Very nice. Keep it up, guys. Yeah, there's usually kind of... You know, they usually like to make... There's something more to the enemies than just pure evil. There's usually like... I don't know, like there's a... You know, if they are pure evil, then there's kind of some justification for why they, you know... They started off as a good guy and then they, you know... Something happened in their life and they went down a wrong path or what. You know, there's more to Vayne, I'm sure, than what we know so far. 6 gil. 6 gil. I mean, I suppose this is the poor part of town. And I am just literally 10 gil. I'm rich and I'm just going around stealing people's gil. Don't need it, but I'm going to take it anyway. Right. This looks like we're heading uptown. Oh, of course. Entering the capital? You have credentials? Sure, why not? I've got a princess with me. Well, I don't see any. Can't just throw open our gates to you vulgars, you know. Especially not the lion kind. Away with you! Right, looks like we're gonna have to get some fake ID or something. Well, 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 there's a sight for sore eyes. Didn't think I'd be seeing you again. Not here. Oh, wonderful. Enter the street here. A pirate would do well to smile. Wouldn't want to sour his reputation. You know this guy? An old friend. He's a streetier. A peddler of humor and hearsay by the name of Jules. He'd bite a gill given him by his own mother and shave it by half to pay for the funeral. Sometimes an ear with a tight purse strings the order of the day, like when a pirate decides he fancies going up in the world. To the city? You know a way? In Arcades, knowledge is power, and power has a way of opening doors, boy. Now a fool will buy a sack of feathers for his pillow, but a wise man, he'll buy the whole stinking cockatrice and get his fill of meat into the bargain. So, wise man, how does 1,500 gil sound? It sounds very cheap. I'm probably gonna get scammed here. Especially... Right, boy, you learn fast. I call this meeting to order. Tell me, boy, heard any rumors in town? I haven't heard much of anything. I just got here. I need to hear before I talk. A boy would do well to hear what his ears can pick up off the streets. What? So I've got to find out information and then swap it for his information, even though I've paid him some money. City's just up these stairs. My head says all I gotta do is walk up 'em, but my feet are trembling. But what with the assassination and all? Okay, so I've got to go around town and get some information. I spent some time in the city once, gathering up all the information I could lay my hands on. But it turns out some of it weren't true, and before long I ended up back down here. Poor guy. Come on, who's got the info? I've plans to go to the city with my bow, but he's kept me waiting for hours. I expect he's lost. He's so provincial. Okay, fair enough. Whatever floats your boat. Oh. Best not speak to me, lest my ill luck rub off on you. I lost everything. Everything! Ah, if I'd only had the right information. Well, that's what I'm looking for, buddy. Where'd you get the right information? Oh. Come to hear a tale, perhaps? There's a lot to be learned from the stories of the past. A lot of you youngsters seem to have forgotten. To your peril, you should show a little more respect for fairy tales. Do you want to tell me one? Nope, he doesn't. He just wants to tell me that I should listen to them. Guess we just gotta ask everyone, and eventually we'll come across someone that says something interesting. He's a proper gent. You think you might not stare at me? I'm in the midst of a very important conversation. Maybe I should go around the back of him and listen to him, maybe? You going on from here? On from here is Arcades. You go there, you best watch yourself. People there, they'd pluck the feathers from a living chocobo if they thought they could make a profit on them. I'd turn back if I was you. Aww. I thought I had a genius idea there to listen in. Okay, fine. He's gone from being like a posh gent or whatever he was called to I don't know what he was called to Otto. Don't think you can look down on me. I'm saving me GIL to get out of here and up there. Why, I've got a bag full of coin put aside already. That is, I had a bag full of coin till someone come along and stole it. I was sure it'd be safe as house in that barrel too. Oh dear. I have been going around emptying a few barrels, buddy. My gran's got me worried. She keeps on talking about going to the city and making her fortune. Making her fortune? She's old. Alright. She's not dead yet. Psst, I'll tell you a secret, but it stays between us two, right? I spied something incredible just now. What? Wouldn't you like to know? It was a bag of coin. Just thrown in a barrel, it was. With a hoard like that, the city'll be my oyster. Now don't go telling anyone, yeah? Oh, it wasn't me that stole the money, it was this guy. I'm gonna go tell him. Can I not tell him? Oh, come on. Let me tell him. This guy over there stole your money, dude. You can't do anything, can he? No, they're just rubbing it in my face. Giving me the information, but I can't do anything about it. Know where the alley of muted size got a name? See, there's two kinds of people here. See, them who want to go up to the city, and them who want to keep those people down here where they belong, telling them lies and spreading misinformation to confuse them. Them poor ones what never made it up, they're the ones what are sighing, see? You ain't ended up to the city, were you? I was. Hey, me? I'm ready to begin a new life up in the city, that's for sure. I've been tricked out of all I owned before this, but this time I'll go prepared. Is that the granny who's going to make her fortune? Hello there. Don't bother trying to talk to me. My sister's not stopped looking off onto the distance since our fellow went up to the city. Hello. Right. Someone must have some information around here, goddammit. I feel like I've spoken to almost every single person. But I clearly haven't. There must be someone I haven't spoken to. There's no buildings I can go in, is there? You don't look familiar. Trying to go up to Arcades, perchance? I know the type. All hopes and dreams, but never any knowledge. You wouldn't venture into battle without a blade, am I right? To go to the city without the proper knowledge, why, it's just the same thing. And I'll tell you what, something else. It was knowledge what brought them senators to their knees, and that's the truth. Still want to go to the city? I do. But I need the knowledge. I have no idea where to get it from. No, fine, I won't stare at you. Oh no, this is the guy who says I should listen to fairy tales. This is the guy who was saying you need proper knowledge to get out of here. Someone, hello. People around here? They're the ones what didn't make it up there. Drakes, dropouts. Oh, I'm tired of the vulgar life. But I'll get out. God, everyone's desperate to get out, aren't they? I'm surprised. City's just up these stairs. Yeah. Seen it. Heard it all before, buddy. I've spoken to a few people. I call this meeting to order. Tell me, boy, any rumors in town? Oh, okay. I can tell him what the bag of coin. Of course. It was highlighted in yellow. That should have been the clue, shouldn't it? Actually, I did hear about a man who picked up a bag of coins out of a barrel. Pegging bags and barrels. A boy would do well to bring that morsel to a man named Beasley near here. Tell him what you've heard. Well, I knew about that. I tried to tell Beasley, it wouldn't let me. Alright, off to tell Beasley it is then. Beasley, where are you? I know he's around here somewhere. He was like under the archways. There he is. What? You telling me that you know the bloke what's taking my coin? Oh, it was him, was it? Yes. You gonna do something about it? Oh, it was him, was it? Ah, whatever. Just stay here. Okay. I guess it's just back to Jules. To tell him that I told him. Where are we going? Can't believe I've remembered the way around this place already. It's a miracle. What? Jules! Where's he gone? Jules! What the hell? He ran off with my 1500 gil, that's what he's done. Jules! Yeah, I've had enough of your bad luck. Oh, is that him? What's he doing here? Smooth location, how rude. You told him just as I told you? Good boy. I'm not sure what any of this has to do with going up in the world. Oh, witness the power of knowledge, my boy. See, it begins. Hey, there's a fight. Beasley's gone wild. Aha. Now's our chance. Thank you, Jules. Hey, you didn't let us down. Never thought you'd go for such a meager price. Pirates should know that words are worth gil uncountable. Here's some words for you. The prodigal Bonassa sons came back to the Imperial Roost. See? Words of much value, these. Bah. You came through in the end, and you came through pretty cheaply. Ah, the Imperial City of Arcadius. God, they've got like flying cars in this city. Looks like the people below barely got food to eat.
You're gaping like a fish out of water.
I'm just checking out the city. Even if it is the Empire.
You've changed, Vaughn. You were always marching to your own beat. Almost like you were impatient even. In a good way.
Maybe it's because I've seen more now. Never imagined I'd ever come this far away from home. Hey, Lars is here in the city, isn't he? He's a tough one. I wonder how he's doing.
You always were a soft touch, Vaughn. You know what's amazing? I always thought I'd go my whole life without meeting people like the Princess or Lord Larsa. And here we are in the capital.
I know. It's a little over my head sometimes.
Good, Vaughn. You've come to understand the difficulties of serving royalty.
Hey, I'm just along for the ride.
That wasn't a complaint, was it, Bosch?
Right. Let's get moving.
Hey, don't change the subject.
Right.
There's got to be some good weapons to be found in. This is the Empire, isn't it? There's no way there's not going to be some good weapons around here. We go our separate ways here, Vaughn. I have some business to attend to, and we'll meet again later. Huh? Hey! Right, yeah, it'd be nice to... That's what I was going to say. It'd be nice to get Larsa back in the crew. It's always nice to have 4 people around. If he does fancy joining us again, that would be the perfect opportunity for me to hop down to that cave that we just discovered. Oi! See if we can take it on. My bow and I have been working together of late. We've got quite a stack of chops to show for our troubles too. Okay. Right. This is the magic shop, isn't it? I think. It'd be nice to get some like high tier magic. I mean, I've got a couple of high tier magics, but it's always nice to have more. Like Thundaga. Having that. Yoink. I've already got Faraga and Aeroaga. Or Aeraga? I don't know. Whatever. I think I've got, yeah, pretty much got all these. Confuse, I mean, yeah, do you know, I'm going to get it just because it's so cheap. I'm not even sure I'll ever use it, but it's cheap. Renders all allies invisible, in range invisible. I'll leave that for now, I think. I've got nothing to sell. The only reason I'm leaving it is because I just don't think I'm going to use it right. You know, I'm probably not going to use it loads, if at all. These are the 2 guys! Where could my moon silver medallion be? You would hear of my plight? It is so sad, though common. I needed money on thinking I sold my moon silver medallion. I must have it back. I had never need of it, but the man to whom I sold it, one Otto, is missing. Ah, well, I know an Otto. What about you? Oh, I can't speak to his other mate. Do not make me speak of this again. It is shame to me. I sold my moon silver medallion for money. Though it be a symbol of love that endures, unlike love it has a price. I must have it back. I have need of it, but the man to whom I sold it to, one Otto, is missing. He's down in the low town for some reason. Bah! You must think me foolish. I doubt it not. I am a fool. You should never have left her behind in our old Arcades to come here. Oh, is this the his girlfriend who's looking in the distance because he's gone? She always dreamed of a place where we could be happy together, and it made her sad. She'd spend hours gazing into the distance. Me? I gazed up at the city, so sure it held the answer that I was destined for greatness. That was the foolish dream of all. Oh. Hello, the shopmaster? Hello, I'm the shopmaster. Help you with that? Trade pine chops for sandalwood? What a pine chop? I don't even know what this means. Here in Arcades, people spend their whole lives trying to get their hands on pine chops, and if they're lucky, a chop of fine sandalwood. GIL, they're only good for buying and selling of goods. You can have all the GIL in the world and it won't buy you respect. Only chops of pine or a chop of sandal will win you that. You see, the chops represent your contribution to the greater good of the Empire. Common citizens might come by pinewood chops enough during their daily lives, but it takes a soldier or some great deed to earn sandalwood. Have I got any of them? Looks like you've nary a chop to your name. Are you sure you belong here in the city? Just passing through. Best of luck to you. That's interesting. I don't know if maybe that's like loot I can get from enemies or something. I don't know. It does ring a bell, but then I don't know. It might just ring a bell because sandalwood is actually a thing in real life. Is that a... Oh, it's a Technic shop, isn't it? I'm always like a bit... Technics are like the least... Like bottom of my list of things that I want to buy, just because it's not always clear what they do. Oh, that reminds me actually. Before I forget, I'm going to upgrade Fran's thing. So, you know, obviously I changed Aero to Eraga when I got it. I changed Fira to Firaga when I got it. And now I'm changing Thundara to Thundaga. Wow, that's 40 magic points. Jeez. Aqua, Blizzard. Yes, we haven't got Blizzaga yet. Do you know what? I'm going to give her the ability to... I can't believe I haven't already put it on there. She can't do charge. So she really needs to have the ability to give herself an ether when her ally self magic points less than, say, less than 30%. She can use one. Okay, sweet. Yeah, I don't really buy Technics just because, I don't know, one, they're not clear what they do, and two, they're usually really expensive. Consume HP to deal damage to a foe? Nah, I'll just leave it. Yeah, the reason I don't want to spend all my money is because I'm guessing I'm going to find a weapon shop and the weapons are crazy expensive. And the armor's crazy expensive. Like, I think I've got like 40,000, but the last shop I went to, it was like 10,000 per weapon. And like, you know, near enough 10,000 per piece of item. So, you know, to kind of fully stock out the whole team in the best armor, the best weapons, you're talking like at least 100,000. And so I don't want to kind of waste money on Technics that I probably won't use when I could be getting myself a nice weapon upgrade. Ah, the armor seller and the weapon seller. Weapon. Let's go weapons first. Rune blade. Look at this, 12,000. So that would be for Varn because it's a sword. That's a katana, so that'd be for Ash. I mean, she's not my top priority when it comes to getting fresh weapons, just because most of the time she's not attacking. The Zephyr pole, that would be for Penello. Burning bow, not so much anymore. You're on staffs. A dagger, that would also be for Penello. Is that better than... That is actually better than a pole, and it also does slow. and it's one-handed. That's quite interesting. So that'd be like, that is stronger than Penello's current weapon, and it does slow, and it's one-handed, which means she could have a shield as well, which would be like a double whammy. So I think I'm going to get that. Don't use maces. Ooh, an upgrade on the crossbow would be quite nice. It's quite expensive, but hey, that's where we are in the game. So that's 79. What was the sword? 78. Okay, so the crossbow is better than the sword. Well, at least in terms of attack power. And it's got the range advantage as well, so it's stronger and ranged. So I'm thinking, and yeah, go on, I'll get that because I've got, you know, I use Vaughn like all the time. So if I'm going to kind of give anyone the best weapons, already got it. I want to give the weapons that I'm kind of going to use tons. A rod. I cannot remember who uses. Oh, it's yeah, because I always forget the difference between rods and staffs. Okay, rods are ash, staffs or staves are. I was going to say Morrigan. Fran. But she's already got it. Okay, so we've actually already pretty much got the best weapons for everyone, pretty much. I mean, the pole... Oh no, I've got something better than a pole. That's the only one that's a slight upgrade that I haven't bothered with, but it's just, I don't know. I just don't use ash enough to kind of justify it. Penetrator crossbow. No. Okay, yeah, so what I need to do is get her to learn the ability to have a certain dagger, and also, where is it? It'll be kind of highlighted that I highlighted white because I own it. Oh man. Yeah, I also need to unlock her ability to use some kind of shield, otherwise... Ooh, okay. I've never really bothered with the whole, you know, these ones for hair that increase the chances of using block. I never really bothered with it because... There it is. The Orichalum Dirk. I never really bothered with them because she didn't have a shield, so it was like, what's the point in putting license points into the shield when she doesn't have it? She never used the shield, but now that she does, I guess it's time. So now she can use a dragon shield. Is there a better? It's probably the best she can get, I would have thought. So I'm going to find out. So we shall optimize her, so that gives her more attack and a lot more evade. She's a beast. Okay, let's see if there's a better. Nah, that's as good as it gets. Okay, I'm just gonna have a little quick-see look in the armor shop. Oh god. Okay, I mean they're minor. The Gaia hat's pretty nice. In fact, actually, no, it's not, because I'm looking at it from the point of other people. But for the people who actually are capable of equipping it, it's not that big an increase. That's a pretty big increase for the girls. Mystic armor. I really want to, but I cannot. Nope. Okay, I'm gonna sell. I must be able to sell an old piece of an old sword or something. I don't need the hunting crossbow anymore, do I? Because I've just got the new one. Okay, so I'll sell that. Do I need the Goku pole? I don't think I do I? And that's gonna free up the space. We'll give another one to Ash. Because again, like, if I'm gonna kind of get the equipment, platinum armor already got. Adamant vest, I think I've already got. Yeah, I've already got those. Ooh. That's pretty nice. Pretty expensive. But screw it. Let's do it. I might as well sell her other shield then, I guess. So now I need to get... Oh no, I hope I've got enough license points to be able to unlock. Oh, okay, I do. And increases strength when HP is full. Yeah, why not? Okay, so I just need to equip that better shield. And boom. Let's get the hell out of here. We have well and truly spent our cash. I love that. I love being able to kind of... I mean, I could have probably done a bit more there, but, you know, I've got the essentials. Like, I can always raise a bit of... There's always a bit of fiddliness of, like... you know, every single time you buy a new piece of armor, there's an old piece of armor that you can probably get away with selling. I don't sell every piece of armor, because sometimes you've got, like, a particular piece of armor that you're not equipping right now, but you might want to equip for a specific scenario, like, because it makes you immune to lightning or whatever, and so you might want to use it against a particular boss. I skipped the Gambit store there, but I have bought pretty much every Gambit that exists in the world. That's interesting. There's a big long line leading off somewhere else there. I know what the symbol is down here. This is the airport or whatever it's called. I'm not going to fly anywhere, but it's nice to know where it is. Dun, dun, dun. Save game, no. Okay, so this is where the airport is. What I want to do, it looks like, is head way west. Because there's a big long line, I guess, I don't know, maybe it's like a big bridge leading off to the castle or something. Get out of my way, peeps, get out of my way. So I don't know how we're going to get... I mean, I guess when we go back to... I need to go back to old Arcades and speak to Otto, and maybe he'll be willing to sell me the stone. But something tells me it's not going to be cheap. Oh! Okay, I think I have to travel. Only those with 3 or more chops may ride this cab, boy. Nothing personal, I assure you. A chop? What's that? If you lack a chop, you pay coin. That's 1,000,000 GIL. Thank you. What? That's crazy. Having a spot of trouble, are we? I have a message from Master Balthier. He's waiting in Central. He says to come quickly. On this? But we need a chop. What's a chop, anyway? Just when a boy wants information. That's right. Boy, good job I've got... Oh my god. It's a good job I've got 2,500 GIL. I just spent all my money. I've only just got it. Yeah, we'll pay up. Broke now. Why, any outstanding citizen of the Empire carries a chap. It's a mark of status sometimes, a writ of transit others. If you were aiming to go to Central, where the gentry live, I'd think you'd need 3 chaps. How do you get them? Like I said, the key is knowledge, boy. You do your part here on the street, talk to the right people, you'll earn your chaps in no time. That doesn't sound so bad. It kind of does sound so bad. I've just paid you for 0 information. Oh. People in Arcades love doing good deeds. Why, if they're helping you out, it must mean they're superior. Understand, boy? Not sure I do, but I'll give it a try. Thanks, Jules. Friend of Master Balthier's a friend of mine. Friend doesn't seem so sure. Yeah, so that thanks a lot, buddy. That was useful information. He basically just said, go get him yourself. What am I doing? I'm crying wares for the armorers. You should have a gander if you need out. When I get enough chops, I'll be riding high in one of them cabs, and that'll be the end of all this. I'll be sitting pretty in high garden, innit? I yearn for some new jewelry, and one ring in particular, a rare blue diamond. I saw it just yesterday, yet we can ill afford such luxury, and you never know what we might need for extra for an emergency. Still, my husband's enterprise has done well. I'm sure we'll soon have GIL enough. A materialistic woman, apparently. Okay. Let's ask around if we can find about these shops. Do I want to go that way? Well, maybe. We'll go there. I'll kind of get everyone on this screen first. I recently begun work at a laboratory. It is like heaven for me. Plenty to read, and no one telling me I ought to do otherwise. Why, the laboratory library is the envy of every student in the academy. There's no greater store of obscure texts anywhere in Evilus. I've made a mistake. A horrible mistake. I fear my superior is vexed. Quite vexed. That instrument I dropped. Oh dear. I may not look it, but I'm quite athletic, you know. My family boasts a grand line of gamesmen, known for our skill at work as well as games. It's highlighted yellow. I've got to take the hint this time. That said, my brother's overly fond of dusty old tomes. He spends most of his time with his nose in one. Why, do you know what he told me? He said, "Good sister, on the morrow, I shall go to the laboratory and become a researcher. You'll become as stiff and sentry as a researcher." Commit this tale to memory? Sounds like a plan. Grand line of gamesmen. Okay. I may not look it, but okay, sorry. No, I don't want to talk to him again. And then do I... what do I do with that information? I mean, I could... there's this guy. There's a couple of people who have just went to work in a laboratory. My sister seems overly concerned with my health. She should know I get proper exercise, at least an hour daily, in the games room at the laboratory. Unusual for a laboratory man, I know. I suppose it's in the blood, but sport, or rather the exercise involved, is the subject of my research. You see, I'm jolly interested in how the body's energy might be regulated to lend strength to those muscles most taxed to a given action. I thank you for your kindness in relaying my dear sister's concern. Here, this should serve you in good stead during your time in Arcades. You obtained a pine wood chop. Oh, I've only got one! Okay, so I've got to do that twice more then. Okay, so these vexed. Maybe I need to find someone. He's vexed because he broke his thingy's boss's tool thing. The enterprise at which I'm employed has fallen in hard times. This month they halved my wages. Halved! And things were going so well. How am I to tell my wife I don't have the courage to face her? I can't go home like this. Aha! And that is going to be linked up to the woman who thinks that she's about to get a blue diamond. Sorry, but it doesn't sound like it's going to happen. Mr. Materialistic Woman. I yearn for some new jewelry. Yeah. I know. Relate the tale of the wages halved. His wages halved? What ill tidings are these? But what of my blue diamond? Why, to afford it now, there's naught but my dowry to purse. Oh, now there's a thought. Can't believe it never occurred to me before. I've more than enough gil to buy a piffling diamond. A fine idea. My thanks. I have returned a chop. Get out of my way. Now I need one more piece of the puzzle. Though the enterprise at which I toil to be failing and my way... Yeah, we know this, buddy. Arcadian gentry to this... the path to stardom is a difficult one, to be sure. To dance, to sing, all of this takes great effort. And of course you must know how to act. Imagine setting the stage aflame with but a word. I'd be that sort of star, and I'd ask advice of a mentor. But what to ask? For many years I researched but one thing, and when I retired my daughter agreed to continue my work. How happy she made me. But the research, it knows no end. Someday I hope to see my daughter marry, bear children, but still this great work will not be done. Yes, it's not in vain, no. Even though the pace may be slow, progress is being made. Such is the many splendid thing that is scientific inquiry. What are you trying to tell me? All I hear is a lot of old rot. Okay. I mean, I did wonder why it was giving me the option to kind of say that to him. It didn't seem fitting at all. I heeded my father's wishes and became a researcher at a laboratory, but my college's behaviour has proven to be rather odd. I've thought this a great deal and have decided it's time to leave, yet my father was so happy I haven't the heart to tell him. Truth be told, our research project finished just the other day. It's quite a breakthrough. My father worked on it for 10 years. All those years without progress, and then I join and within months it's done, and I still want to leave? However will I explain this to my father? Well, I'll explain it for you. So this is clearly the one I needed. Maybe there's like more than 3 possible... Oh, there he is. Maybe there's more than 3 possible ways of like combos you can do. What's this? My daughter? No, surely not. My daughter would never say such things. A case of mistaken identity, perhaps. What? The research complete? How many years did I toil finding nothing? Oh, that's my girl. Well, if she's finished her work, why stay any longer? Boy, a chop for bringing me this news. Thank you, sir. You are now free to ride the cab. I hope it's not 3 chops, like, per ride. I hope that's like, that's me kind of got enough for life now. Ah, so you have some chops, sir. Splendid. To Noble? To Noble indeed. It's usually a silent T, right? What a weird form of currency, by the way. Ah, so pleased you could join me. Jules had a morsel for us. A light airship used by Draculaur researchers is just up ahead. We'll take that and go in through the service entrance. Let's make haste, shall we? Sounds like a brilliant idea, Balthier. Ooh, and a save point. Right, I'm gonna save it. Actually, I'm gonna save it here because I suspect when we go to the airship, that's gonna be like big scene. But we're going off to the like the lab, and then we'll probably do a dungeon there, maybe a boss and all that stuff. So I'm gonna save it and leave it here, and then we'll do all that next time. So leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I will see you again. Bye bye.